Great. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to officially call this meeting of the Mayor and Council to order. First, I wanted to say, we're going to say congratulations, and we love when our young athletes are here with us. That means something really good has happened in Milford, and we're all here to celebrate that as well. So at this time, I'm going to ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silent prayer and/or reflection as we think about the Oak fires in California and the residents it's affecting, and for the brave firefighters who are constantly fighting the blaze. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please note fire exits. My left, your right, out the door you came in, and also behind you. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with this act, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of New Milford have caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Borough Hall, and notices have been sent to the Record and the Ridgewood News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the establishment and implementation of public policy that will safeguard infrastructure, provide fair, honest, courteous, and professional services, establish a sense of trust and accomplishment between all residents, and through research and prudent planning, seek to minimize risk while improving our services. We are sensitive to the needs and satisfaction of our taxpayers, while realizing that this governing body cannot be all things to all people, within the revenue constraints imposed by state mandates, economic conditions, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. At this time, I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Councilman Sanduza. Present. Councilman Rocky Hurley.
Present.
Council President Duffy.
Here.
Councilman Brodsky.
Here.
Councilman Seymour. Councilwoman Grant.
Here.
Mayor Petrino.
Here. Okay, the first item on our agenda tonight, as I mentioned, will be some presentations. So I'm going to move down to the podium. And this is the best I can do in short notes, right? Okay, so let me tell you a little story. So after numerous appearances in the playoffs since 8U, this Knights team finally won their first ever championship last summer. Since then, thanks to the support of families and friends, they got to experience amazing opportunities such as the Cal Ripken tournament in Maryland and a once-in-a-lifetime trip to participate in the Cooperstown Dreams Park. The boys finished their final game of their final year ever at Conley Field, right down the hill in New Milford, to repeat summer championship win. Congratulations, gentlemen. Would any of the coaches like to say something? Okay. There we go. So as I call your name, come up, take your certificate, and just stand up front. Cole Masuka. Alex Lake. Dylan Andrews. Jack Stuckey. Jacob Fry. James Burns. Jesse Brophy. No screening? Jonathan Petrie. Kyle Dunn. Logan Masuka. Hilmer. Owen McKeon. Tate Sullivan. Julian Hood.
Upside down, John.
Congratulations. We're going to take a 2-minute recess, so if anyone does not want to stay for the rest of the meeting,
Bye. Congratulations, guys.
Under 12. 11, 12.
Congratulations.
Yeah, sort of.
Hi.
You're like almost.
Thank you guys so much. Hi. No, I wasn't there. Congratulations. Fun.
I saw those.
Thanks very much. That's fun.
Yeah, sure.
Enjoy.
Good night.
Cooperstown.
I was told last
Thank you, sir.
It's all.
public comments tonight, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Look it up.
Bye.
I'm judging by that. Okay. All right, I'll hang it because I have something.
Okay.
I'm going to give a 25-minute speech, though, so that you know.
I have an 8 o'clock planning board meeting, so that's not.
Okay, moving on. May I get a motion to appoint Sharon Hilmer to the Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Sharon, and thank you for taking notes at the first flood advisory meeting. Sharon was elected secretary of that board,
Oh, nice.
unofficially, and now we can start. Under unfinished business, can I have a motion for the approval of the minutes from the June 27th, 2022 public session meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I don't know if I was going to.
I don't think you were. I don't think Theo was.
Ira was not.
All right, Ari was not, so he's going to abstain. I need a second.
I did.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And one abstention.
I thought it was two in this.
We have an ordinance up for adoption tonight, which would be 2022:17. And when the clerk gets the opportunity, I would ask her to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing an emergency appropriation, NJS 40A:4-53.
Okay, this is authorizing an emergency appropriation for the reevaluation, which was ordered by the county. Because it was not anticipated in the 2022 budget, it will be paid back over 5 years, beginning in 2023. May I get a motion to open to the public for a hearing on this ordinance?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has a question about this ordinance, now is the opportunity. Seeing that there are no comments from the public, I would ask for a motion to close to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I would ask for a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading.
Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilman Sam Houston.
Yes.
Councilman Rocky Early.
Yes.
Council President Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Gronsky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Graham.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Under new business, number one is scheduled updates. As everyone knows, coming up on Tuesday, August 2nd, will be National Night Out. It is sponsored by the New Milford Police Department. The time will be from 7 to 10 p.m. Fireworks will start at 9:30 p.m. It will be on Kennedy Field and Robert Chester Way. And right now, there is no rain date for that event. If something does happen, we have already paid for the fireworks. We will be having fireworks this year. That's without a doubt. Is there any other events upcoming that people would like to mention?
Well, save the date.
The dates are good.
Okay. October 2nd, the Fire Chiefs Parade will be held in Bergenfield this year. October 16th, Fire Awareness Day.
October 16th?
Yes. So far.
16th?
Yes.
You said the parade was in Bergenfield, correct?
Yes.
October 2nd. Okay. And it's 16 different fire prevention.
Anything else? Okay. Number two is the administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Majority of my report is the review of the engineering report that was circulated last week. Knight's Field, the contractor submitted a change order totaling $14,734.77. And Colliers, it has made their final payment recommendation, which includes the work for that change order. With that, I would like to ask for a motion to add Resolution 2022-300 to our agenda tonight, and that is to approve the change order for Knight's Field.
May I get a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 2022:300. Approval of change order for Knightsfield.
Thank you. The pavilion, the site work started last week. The pavilion was delivered at the end of the week, so that is moving along. Madison Avenue sidewalks, we resubmitted the plans to the county after their second round of comments for their approval. I reached out to the county engineer last week to ask where we stand with that, since we have a hard deadline from the DOT to award the bid, and that is in October, and that's when we're planning to award that bid pending the NJDEP review of permits. I'm sorry, go out to bid by October. The DOT culvert project, the design is complete, and it's pending submission to the DEP. Ironically, we're waiting for a signature from the state in order to submit that application, because we have to have the culvert work traverses some of the state-owned property, so we need their permission.
Right.
The Kennedy Field bench covers, the work is underway, and we're anticipating completion no later than August 12th. Sutton Place tennis court lighting, the design is complete. The material delivery is expected in late September, with installation planned for mid-October. Pacific Street project, improvement project by Fritz Fowler was completed, and Colliers, our engineers, working on the project closeout. The Graphic Boulevard improvement project, Chestnut to Birch, we're waiting on core results and an inspection from the DOT before we can submit for our final payment and closeout. Warren Park ADA improvements, the curb was constructed, the sidewalk was formed, and we're waiting on a schedule for the remaining work to be completed. The Graphic Boulevard signalization project, the design is underway, and the DOT submission is pending for early August. That's it on the engineering report. I had another request, which is to ask for a motion to add an item to be discussed tonight in closed session. We have two things already on the agenda. The topic would be for legal advice. So if it would be possible for somebody to make that motion to add that item.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
What is that called? What are you titling it?
Legal advice.
Legal advice. That's not a resolution, it's actually just adding a topic for closed
There you
session.
go.
And then the other thing from my report tonight, Mayor, is just a reminder that there's only one meeting for the Mayor and Council in August, which is a combination of work and public session, and it's going to be held in person 4 weeks from tonight on August 22nd. Okay, that's it for me.
And the summer will be over by the time that meeting comes.
Back to school for all of us.
That's right. Okay, let's move on to an introduction of an ordinance, 2022:18. When the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask her to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 19 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Milford, entitled Parks and Recreation, Section 19-3, Fees.
This ordinance raises various rec fees for different sports and also for the tennis keys. A lot of this has to do with recreation runs pretty much at not a profit, but it's actually running at a deficit. And they're actually paying umpires and summer rec staff more money. So that's why they're trying to equal this out so it's not a loss and it's almost like a break even. Can I get a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading?
Second.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Samuelson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sargent Hurley.
Yes.
Council President Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Gospel.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing on this ordinance will be at our August 22nd meeting. Has everyone had a chance to look at the resolutions? Are there any that need to be pulled out for further discussion or vote? I take that as a no. So we're going to move on to council committee reports. I need a motion to file committee reports with the borough clerk to be spread amongst the minutes.
So moved.
May I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Let's go around and give one or two highlights. The most pertinent information. We're going to start with Councilwoman Grant.
Thank you, Mayor. I have really nothing to report. All my liaisons have either not met or actually none of them have met. The planning board has canceled both of its meetings. Library board does not meet in July, neither does the rent leveling board, and the ambulance corps canceled its meeting. So, and I've been on vacation. So, thank you. Yes,
Welcome back.
thank you.
Councilman Grotzky.
Thank you, Mayor. The Shade Tree Commission met last week. They're getting closer to revising the ordinance. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have a new ordinance in place. That's about it.
Okay. Council President Duffy.
Just for fun,
Uh-oh.
the fire department in June had 2 mutual aid, let's see, 3 alarm malfunctions, an accidental fire alarm, 6 of those, smoke conditions, 1 good intent call, not sure what that is, and definitely a rescue, 1 of those, odors of natural gas, 5 of those. So they don't just answer fires.
No.
They do other things around town that are extremely helpful to our residents. The fire department will be going forward concentrating on recruits at a young age to come into the department and work as the explorer level. I know Councilwoman Sandhusen's son was part of that program, and they find that it's a very important part of almost starting your farm team, if you will. So they'll be at the night out with a very interesting table and some instructional videos, etc. So it'll be good to see them there. That's my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Saraki Hurley.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to go over a couple of reminders for anybody out there, this is going back to the 100th anniversary,
is we're putting a time capsule together that will be reburied. I think it's going to be at the Christmas lighting ceremony. So just think of some ideas that you would like to maybe think would be good to be put into the time capsule that would represent our residents here in New Milford in the 2022. Anyway, okay. Another thing is we have the Brick Pathway going, the 100th anniversary of Brick Pathway. You can go on to our website, to get the order forms. Interested in buying a brick. Well, there's plenty of time to say this. Our senior center has been a little busy. They have a full active summer going on between a senior swim day at our swim club, a bus trip to Atlantic City, the senior picnic at Van Zorn. They're having a field day in September. So that's been pretty active. The events we're working on Christmas tree lighting. And other than that, it's been relatively quiet. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Sandy.
Thank you. I have nothing to report, but an invitation to extend for the Environmental and Energy Commission and the Green Team will be at National Night Out. So come stop by the tables, see what projects they're working on, and learn about volunteer opportunities.
Excellent.
Thank you.
And if anyone's looking for things to do in the summer, always log on to the Historic Newbridge Landing website. They're constantly having events, summer baseball, walking tours, and other educational opportunities. So it's a really cool place. If you haven't been there, just check it out. Okay. At this time, I would ask for a motion to open to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any comment, we just ask that you come up to the podium, give us your name and your address for the record. You get 5 minutes to talk about anything related to the good and welfare of the borough of New Milford.
Anything. My name is Robert Burns. I live at 382 Lumen Drive. I'm a career fireman in Bergenfield, and I don't know if you guys are aware, last Monday, New Milford went out for a hazardous materials call up on Lumen Drive. They ended up finding 2 different things. Someone dumped paint on one of the streets of Bergenfield. And also, the high school has been dumping chemicals down the drain for approximately 8 years.
Bergenfield High School.
Bergenfield High School, which that runs down behind my house.
So you're right on the other side of the brook from...
Yes.
Okay.
So that's right, my house is right there. So the chemicals have been running there. Now, the health inspector in Bergenfield was away. She was back today, and I asked her, and her comment was that the county was there, that she can't do anything, that it falls onto the county's end. Now, what I was told was the county basically said, don't do it anymore. So, I mean, from my aspect, I mean, they had just put force stripper down it. There was paint around the drain. I wasn't at work that day, so I would have made more of a bigger deal of it that day if I was there. So I just wanted to make, the borough aware of it. I mean, that brook does end up into New Milford and out to the Hackensack River, so.
The DPW was doing white paint came down the streams.
Well, no, there's more than that. They found other chemicals. Cause that
They
was,
got the white paint.
yeah, cause that, they found that, and then the county hazmat came over and was like, that's not what we're looking at here. And they traced it back to the greenhouse in the high school.
No, thank you for letting us know that.
And Mr. Mayor, members of the council, just for the member of the public's edification, once there is a spill like that, it becomes county jurisdiction. I'd be shocked if they would say, don't do it again. I've represented people that have done this, and the fines are substantial.
There was 2 people there, one of them the DPW supervisor of Bergenfield, and he basically said, don't do it again. There was no testing, no remediation, nothing put out at all for any of it. And the guy said we've been doing this for 8 years.
Well, I mean, it's coming into New Milford. I
Yeah,
think the
it's a
borough
problem.
should definitely look into it, and I would recommend that we make inquiry with the county to take the next step.
Yes.
It may be that the situation is resolved, it's going, so that may be interpreting, don't do it again, meaning stop doing it. But that doesn't mean there won't be a financial impact to it.
Well, they fined the guy who spilled the paint, but they didn't do anything to the storm.
You said it was Monday the 18th?
Yes. Yeah, I want to say it was 10 o'clock-ish.
Does that water have a name, that brook or whatever it is?
That's what's broke? No, that's what's broke, the one that's flowing the other way. I know it's Bowling Springs at one point, as you get down into Bergen Field. I don't know if that's the actual name of it. It used to be a Girl Scout camp there. I'm not old.
Sir, it impacted your property, and what block are you on?
I'm on Lumen Drive,
Lumen? Okay.
382. So I'm basically,
So the 300 to 400 block of Lumen was
yeah.
impacted?
Yeah, and then the brook runs down, border in Bergen Field, and then over onto Newbridge Road, and then out to the Hackensack.
Great.
Well, 8 years, who knows if my property's contaminated now, you know, I don't know.
Do you plan to do testing on your property?
I was trying to wait to speak to the health inspector in town that I, Bergen Field, I know it personally. But when I got the kind of, I can't do anything, I was told I could put an anonymous complaint in and go that route. It's about the only thing that I could do.
Why would you have to be anonymous?
Well, they don't ask for your name. I mean, I could give my name if I want, but they generally do it as like an anonymous one.
Or you could call the county.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far. I
Should
just
be-
be here tonight. I figured I would mention
Probably
it, so
send a letter.
you're all aware.
Copy
'Cause
our,
I don't want to
because I don't know where it's going. It's
smack it in the
impacts
face with the.
other
I
residents
know
that are
that.
problems.
Coming from the high school? Like the
Yeah,
It's substantial.
actual employees
yeah,
of the
but
high
that
school?
was from a resident. and he
A resident, it's
Put it
at
in
the
the
house.
street and
They backed it up right to the,
it rained, that was whenever the heavy rain and it washed it down, and that's the only reason they still left it.
So,
But even
sir,
my neighbors weren't,
I'm sorry, if I could just interrupt you so I can clarify. So you were told it was floor stripper?
there was floor strippers, staining the paint around it. They basically dumped all the chemicals up there, was what the janitor said. And that's in the old greenhouse, so I guess they don't use anymore.
And what else was in it?
And the Bergen Field DPW did that, put dye down, and they followed all the way down to the brook.
We will certainly be looking into this.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you need anything else, the DEP number or anything,
We have their number.
You have a DEP case number?
Their case number or their phone number?
no, the case number.
Okay, so then this is far beyond, that's a good thing, that they issued a case number, because it's not going to be just, yeah, ultimately they'll take jurisdiction. So this is even beyond the county at this point.
No, I don't have it, I thought I did.
Can you email it to me when you find it?
Oh, no, here it is.
Okay.
220718111109.
220718111109.
Correct.
Got it.
There's 4 ones?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Would you like to come up? Would you like to come up and talk about our first flood advisory meeting? That would be wonderful. So Harlan was nominated and elected as chairperson of the committee. So she's the first chairperson.
Good evening. Thank you. Caroline Paredes, 579 Columbia. So we had 2 weeks ago, we had our first meeting to pretty much establish the flood committee. And we were very successful. We were only using 2 out of the 9 candidates, right? And we have participants.
9 members, yes.
9 members, right?
We had 8, we appointed number 9 tonight.
Number 9 today.
Sharon wasn't officially appointed yet, but we took care of that.
Oh, okay, good. And that was really good. I think that everyone is kind of starting to understand that it's not just about Columbia or like certain street, but just the town of New Milford, which I think it's a big step to kind of understand what we're doing. We also kind of went over CRS's regulations and how we can help the town to become regulated or certified by FEMA, so this can really impact not only the credit of New Milford, but also on the homeowners as well. And I think I was able to see that as I approached FEMA this week and last week about just like the rating and how they are actually changing, which is completely different, and how the CRS is actually in place. So if the town is certified, then everyone else who is in the town will also take advantage of the discount that will apply. So I think that everyone is going to start to see the benefit from the program. I think Monday's rain kind of put everyone on like scared because they were not sure what to expect. It's like, are we going to flood, not flood kind of thing. I know I left the office quick enough, like I could get home. But things were fine. I think our goal right now is to just kind of create a mission, so this way the entire community can just work towards reaching out other towns as well and just figuring out how we're going to unite, right? Because we know New Milford needs it, but just how we can become one big borough to kind of get to the next level. And I think that that's going to be our goal. I know we're waiting for Matt to get back so we can have our second meeting.
I'll be back Wednesday.
Yeah. Just so this way we can kind of figure out, create an outline of what's next, right? And just kind of picking from everyone that's there, just what their drive is, right? Because we have members in the group that are just excited to what's next. You know, they're searching, they're looking for stuff. I know you're getting emails about what they're looking. But I think this is going to be really good for it.
I think it's great because it's improving communication amongst the group, and that's going to spread to the neighborhoods as well as education. Because people hear different things, and some things are true, some things are not true. But I think this is going to help put it all together.
Yeah.
And as we move along with the rating system, not only will we get points and we'll have more access and more information, but everyone benefits because everything that we do exceeds NFIP standards. So that is good for everyone.
Yeah.
So we're potentially are going to, limit loss of potential life and property and injuring our public safety volunteers and professionals.
At least bringing awareness, right?
Absolutely.
To everyone, just what to do, where to go, and just kind of figuring that out. I know for sure we're thinking of bringing in someone that's an insurance expert to help the homeowners, make sure that they have the right insurance flood in place, right? What they should be looking out for. But I think overall we have an idea of what we would like. We're just waiting to kind of sit down and put an agenda together so we can work with goals, like short-term and then long-term goals.
Absolutely. It's very exciting. We're glad to be partners.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you, just for the general public, can you share what CRS stands for?
Construction community rating system. And community rating system is the program that FEMA has in place in order to sort of say we have brought awareness to the town. Everyone knows that this is a flood area or potential flooding area and what they need to do, right? I know that even Vince, I think, right? We met with him and he talked about a little bit about using the Girl Scout stand to kind of, communicate what they need to do, right? Maybe knocking on new homes owners and say, hey, you're in a flood zone. This is what you should be looking out here. So a new home package for the neighbor. But it's very new. I'm still learning, figuring out what what comes with it. But I think that the drive to work together with the town and with you guys opening the door for us to be part of this, I think is a huge step. Yeah. Of course, the concern, as always, is, the reservoir levels. I know they've been very low. So everyone is just like, oh, they're really low. And then the rain was coming and everyone's like, where is it at, right? Yeah, I think we're moving in that direction.
Yeah, me
for
too.
now.
And I'm glad that you're a part of it.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you for the opportunity.
Actually, all the members. I think it's a really, really good committee, and we're going to get a lot done.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think
Absolutely.
everyone has a good drive to just
Yep.
get something done. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Any questions?
Keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks. I was hoping to see more members today, actually, but
That's what happened.
yeah, but I'm here, so we'll keep pushing.
Good. Thank you. Seeing that there's no one else from the public that would like to make a comment, may I get a motion to close to the public?
So moved.
All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. May I get a motion to approve resolutions 2022:284 through 2022:300?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going into closed session. We are not going to take any action. We will immediately adjourn this meeting after closed session. So at this time, may I get a motion to go into closed?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you very much. We will see you next month. We will be talking in between then, of course. But thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
And congrats again. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to reconvene next door or do you want to stay here?
Yes.
Okay.